What is your American dream?
To live a comfortable life, like where I don't have to worry about bills, I don't have to worry about anything. I'm just living comfortably to support my family and be healthy.
My American dream is to be successful and to thrive in what I do.
My American dream is to build a legacy, like my family did, my past family did, that migrated over here. For my children.
I just want to be successful, be a role model to the next generation.
American dream is to become an entrepreneur, and which I'm planning to start my own business very soon back home in Nigeria. I'm trying to gather a lot of experience and a lot of partners here in America. Nice. Then I'll take them to Nigeria.
American dream is basically live in a world where there's less stigmatism about any culture and it's to be more accepting. Because that's what America is built off of, a melting pot of different cultures.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Oh, hello everybody! Did you miss yesterday's episode of Bradshaw Live? Well, in case you did, Belgium Kim went to the Gay Pride Parade in New York City on Sunday and spoke to wonderful people about why the parade is so important to them and how certain laws that have been passed regarding immigration could affect the LGBTQ community as well. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to the Gay Pride Parade because I had to go out to New Jersey to the India Day Family Festival, which was awesome too, to help out Patrice and Gladys and Jill. I'm always working, folks. Here's Sarah flying for Bradshaw Live.
Hey, that's my job.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
Bradshaw Live, sir. 5:30 to 7:30 Eastern on Facebook. Have a good day. But Belgium Kim was so nice. She brought me back all this awesome swag. Love is love is love. What's on today's show? Well, you'll just have to watch and see. Woohoo!
Hello! How are you? Making it easy. Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias. Always make it easy. Yonathan Elias goes, why don't you make it easy? Oh, we're live! Hello!
Hey, what up, guys?
Hello, Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias. Hello, Belgium Kim.
What's up?
Hey,
and of course, our 5:30 show started right on the dot at 5:40.
Yes,
right,
this is
exactly.
on the dot.
On the dot. That is Bradshaw Live time. 5:40, not 5:30.
Yes.
And we have a lot of people to say hello to here. Hello, Christy Gonzalez, Tamika Nelson. Hello, Carol Anderson, the Tiker. Tanette So Blessed Robinson. You notice we saying hello to the same people every day?
Yep.
Willie Williams. Yep, I'm just making sure that people notice that. Brenda Norden, Malia Loban Martin, Arlene Maria Lucis, Marsha Whitaker popping in there. And Willie Williams, he's saying hello to everybody. Catherine Simon. We know Catherine?
Catherine Simon, I think she might be new.
She could be new.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about Thana Seagram?
Thana, we know.
We know Thana.
Yeah.
I know Thana too. And who else do we have to say? Yvonne Steele, we know.
Lynn
Jeff
Brown.
Bosey saying hello. And
You say Sweetie Nick?
Everybody's just saying hello to each other.
Sweetie Nick.
Sweetie Nick.
Sweetie Nick.
I don't know. That might be a new one.
Ma Dukes.
Andre wanted me to sent me a private message on my Belgium Kim page and say, please say hello to everyone from Andre.
Okay, and Ma Dukes
nice.
says she's back to the real world. I don't know what world she was in.
The virtual.
In a different world.
Right.
In a different
Right.
world, but she's Mishka Bose says hello. And Lynn Brown.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lynn Brown, we know Lynn.
Funny man Jeff Bosey.
I saw that. Christy Gonzalez and the entire crew. We have about 100, 200 comments of hi.
Right.
So hello to everybody and welcome Bradshaw Live. It is
What's
Hump
up?
Day. Wednesday's Hump Day.
Oof.
We should have like hump music.
What was
What
it?
is hump music?
Well,
I don't
there
know,
was
like some kind of like jingle.
Baby
whatever.
Got Back. I mean,
Yeah, Baby Got Back.
We can't afford it.
What do you? I don't know what music you want.
I don't
like
know,
some
so-
Barry White, like some slow jazz jam
That could be.
situation.
We can't afford Barry White.
No, definitely
We cannot
not.
afford any
If we
Barry
can't afford
White.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
And of course, in about 15 minutes, we will be answering your immigration questions, and you can give us a call at 1-800 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. I was doing a radio commercial today, and I must have said the number. They kept saying, you know, you're not pronouncing the numbers right, and I wasn't having the right pronunciation. So I must have said the number 1,000 times. And
On the radio show?
On a radio show, just for a radio commercial.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, 1-800, nope, that's too loud. 1-800, no, too loud. I'm like, my head was spinning, saying the number 1,000 times.
That voiceover work is not fun.
529, maybe I say it good on the show.
I was going to say, what's
1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. I say it good now.
Yeah.
But when it's
How
not
are you
live.
saying it?
What? They said I had no energy.
You?
I had no energy.
Who are these people?
That sounds untrustworthy.
So meanwhile, we have 12 open lines, and we have a lot of schmoozing to do in a few minutes. But before we schmooze, I do want to remind everybody that is watching right now. You all lost yesterday.
Terribly.
Big loss.
Got clobbered.
Clobbered for the Brad Squad Live. It was less than 150 shares. And you know what you get for 150 shares? As they say, they say south of the Rio Grande, nada.
Nada.
Oh, you say it. Nada.
As Vladimir Putin would say, niet.
Niet. Exactly.
No.
Rien du tout.
No.
Rien du tout.
Oh. That's what they say in Paris.
Yeah.
Right.
Rien du tout.
Why'd you say no baguette for you?
Rien pour vous. Rien du tout.
Yeah. Boy, it sounds so angry when you say it in French.
Listen, I can get real mean.
Nothing. All right, you know what you get for less than 150 shares? Nothing. Nothing. So today, me wearing the wig that's done, you'll never see it.
Yeah.
Never happened.
And then they saw a wig that they would want to see
Too
on
bad.
you, and it was too
bad.
late.
Too late. Too bad.
It's just gonna...
Right. So now we got a new contest today.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. There is a new contest. Okay. Jeff Bosey, hang on to your Bradshaw Live mug. Hang on to Mika Nelson to the Bradshaw Live mug. This is a new contest.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Tell us.
You don't look excited.
I'm dying.
Inside.
No, I don't like the teasing and the build-up. I want to know.
We need to know. We want to know.
Tell me everything, Brad.
Groundhog Sam.
We're sending Groundhog Sam.
We're not sending Groundhog Sam anymore.
I was about to
He's
say.
staying right in his burrow.
Okay.
Groundhog Sam has made 50 Groundhog Sam t-shirts.
Wow.
They are
okay,
on
I want
order.
one.
I cannot show them to you. We'll have them in the next couple of days. I will show them.
Yeah.
Okay, once they come in.
Right.
But we have 50 Groundhog Sam t-shirts.
I want one.
Okay, there's a big picture of Groundhog Sam on the back. And on the front just says Bradshaw Live.
Does it say I twerk all day anywhere?
I'm not sure what it says. I didn't make it up, but that's what I'm told is what it is.
Okay.
Is Groundhog Sam actually making these t-shirts?
He is making them up.
Wow.
So I don't know what the
special
t-shirts
stuff.
will say. We have 50 coming in as a test run.
Okay.
Okay. So what I will do for the 50 that are coming in on a test run. The Groundhog Sam t-shirts.
Yes.
If we get to 700 shares today.
Okay.
All right.
Tomorrow, there will be no schmoozing. There will be a contest, a raffle. For anybody who watches in the first 30 minutes, and we're going to ask questions.
Ooh.
And they got to give us the answers. It's about time someone's giving me the answer.
Right.
Ooh, so they gotta
Instead of me giving the answer.
I like that.
This is fun.
Okay, I'm going to give you questions, and the first people with the answers will get, first 50 answers correct,
Nice.
will get the Groundhog Sam t-shirt. We'll mail them out.
Okay.
Now I'll give you the job to mail them out, Belgium Kim. But we're going to have a contest. But,
Carol Anderson, the Tiger, already says, I want one, Brad.
well, you better answer the questions right tomorrow.
Done
No,
here.
you better get to
Okay?
700
so you
first.
Get we have not made up the
yeah.
quiz.
Yeah.
The reason why we have not made up the quiz
Yeah.
is because I doubt we would get to 700.
No, I don't
All right,
doubt it.
So Jilly said to me earlier in the show, earlier, right about 20 minutes before, she goes, Brad, we have to stay after the show and do the quiz.
Yeah.
And I said, just make dinner reservations because there's no way they're ever going to hit 700.
No way.
So we would stay after the show to make the quiz up for tomorrow.
Okay.
But I said, I don't think it's going to happen.
I was going to say, because I already made my dinner reservation.
Right. I don't
so
think
they
it's,
can't
I don't
do this.
personally think it's going to happen. But if it does happen, we will stay after the show. We will make the quiz, and the first people will get the Groundhog Sam t-shirts. But I'm not going to stay after the show to make up the quiz and have fun tomorrow.
Right.
Unless we hit 700 shares today.
I think they can do it.
So,
I think you guys can.
basically, to get the Groundhog Sam, I'm giving them two. There's two things. Two steps.
Yeah.
One is, as a group, okay, you got to work together as a group.
Yeah.
700 shares today. Then tomorrow, it's dog eat dog.
Yeah.
Everybody's on their own. We're going to give you a quiz. Maybe there'll be some immigration questions.
Every man for themselves.
Okay. Maybe there will be questions about what happened on prior episodes on the Brad Show, so that people who watch regularly would know the answers to those.
Better be paying attention.
Maybe it will be what's in the news, and maybe if people are up to date on pop culture and news. It'll be a combination of the three.
This is
But
fun.
there will be 50 winners tomorrow.
All right.
Oh,
Will it be
man.
you?
700 is insurmountable
That's what Rock J said.
to Rob J. Roberts. But to the rest of the Brad squad, it's a doable thing.
Man, and do you know what Sweetie Nick said? Sweetie
What?
said I was going to do laundry
And
tomorrow.
look at Tamika Nelson already strategizing. Divide in groups, y'all.
Yes.
Divide and conquer today.
Yes.
And then I want you to know, Tamika, okay, like any good politician tomorrow,
Yeah.
it's like everyone's on their
yeah.
own.
Right.
Okay? The groups divide tomorrow. All right? People will be stabbing each other in the back for
Yeah,
those
tomorrow there'll be
t-shirts.
blood in the water.
Blood in the water.
Get there
But
first,
we gotta get there first.
Yeah.
So Yonathan, Yo-Yo, Elias, before we get into our shows, why don't you tell everybody how to share on Hump Day,
All right.
Wednesday, the week before July 4th.
Ooh, how to share on Hump Day. You
How
can
to
either
share?
use-
How to share on Hump Day? Well, there's going to be no menage a trois sharing on Hump Day. We're talking about sharing this page.
Oh.
Jonathan, get that out of your mind.
Let me give you the PG version.
You dirty little dog.
Because I was going to say, you don't only have to
Jonathan,
use your finger to share.
All right,
All
you
right.
tell
Don't
them.
even need a whole hand.
What you guys need to do, all you have to do is look at the bottom part of the video, the bottom right-hand side, and you will see an arrow pointing to the right-hand side. You click on that, share it to a page, share it in an inbox. Then you could also invite people. But then when you invite people, you have to tell them to share because then it won't count to your 700, all right? We can do this. 700 shares, you can do this. Get a t-shirt. I want a t-shirt.
Play for the t-shirt tomorrow. 50 t-shirts will be given away tomorrow.
You guys got this.
Can we
I have
grab
Groundhog
faith.
Sam t-shirts. These are not just any t-shirts. These are Groundhog Sam t-shirts.
That's
God
really
knows
special.
how Groundhog Sam would design
Jihad
a
Sam
shirt.
Originals.
That's
Yes.
a
A
special,
world
special
premiere
thing.
exclusive.
Yes, and now Jeff Bosey, he's already jumping ahead. So he said tomorrow he's going to be on Google looking up the answers. which, duh, Jeff, you know what? You just told everybody what to
Right.
do. Okay, so your advantage is no longer advantage. But Jeff Bosey, before you get tomorrow to looking up answers on Google, you better start sharing today.
Yes.
Okay? Has Jeff Bosey ever shared to his wife's page? What do you think?
Ooh, that's messy, Brad. That's a messy question.
Do you think Jeff Bosey has ever shared to his wife's page?
I don't think so.
I
I
doubt
would
it.
be surprised.
I would be surprised.
It's okay though. If you
We're
don't
gonna,
share to her page,
we know
share to
who
another
the
one's.
wife is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna check out her page and see if everything
On
Dang,
it.
Brad is
On
on
it.
Calling
that
out
little-
Jeff Bosey.
Right. What's going on?
And
It's
what
fine,
about
Jeff, I'll share it
Cordella? Do you think that she shared to her new husband's page?
I'm certain Cordella does.
You think so?
I'm
Pretty sure.
We know his name is Mr. Douglas. I forgot his first
It
name.
is. I don't know Cordella's husband's
We just
first
know
name.
we just know it's Douglas.
Yeah,
we gotta
he's-
check that
he's a
out
Mr.
too.
Douglas.
And Tamika, does she share to Kevin's page?
I'm sure Tamika shares to
Kevin
everybody's
doesn't have a
page.
Facebook,
Did-
but she has told me that she has texted him before to tune
Right.
in, and he will just watch it without being logged on.
And Belgium
we
Kim,
go.
do you share to your significant other's page?
I have no significant other, so
And
no.
Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias, do you share to your significant other's page?
I'm single, so I share to my mother's page.
Yes, I do that. I do that.
Right.
She's the
All
best
right,
friend.
so if Groundhog Groundhog Sam could get away from his pencil of designing the T-shirt. Okay, I don't know what he's drawing or she is drawing on the T-shirt right now.
There's no
Maybe even some of the T-shirts will be signed by Groundhog Sam.
Wow.
A personally signed Groundhog Sam
Listen.
T-shirt.
I have a feeling like you won't be able to try and stop him from
Right.
signing
I mean,
every shirt.
there'll be 50 T-shirts, but maybe 2 or 3 may be personally signed by Groundhog Sam.
Y'all got this, man. Y'all
Come on,
definitely
don't you
got
want
this.
I'm
Everybody
serious.
wants the
To
shirt.
have a personally signed Groundhog Sam T-shirt.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
He's never done that before.
Yeah, because when our Bradshaw Live store opens up, you're gonna have to pay for all this
That's
swag,
right.
family.
Exactly.
That's right.
So get it free while you can.
Get it.
All right, so right now, Groundhog Sam says we're about 10 minutes into our show, 87 shares.
Wow.
All right, so now
that's
right,
already
so we
over
have,
half of last.
We have 110 minutes left of our show.
All right.
Okay, that means that if you continue to do what you're doing, we will have 1,200 shares. 1,200.
Do it.
Well, surpassing the 700 that
Right.
we need.
Right.
All right, we would get to 700 before Anna Banana goes on her rant around 6:30.
Y'all can do this.
All right,
Listen.
we'll be at 700 before Anna Banana even gets on the
Please.
air.
Prove them wrong. They think you can't do it.
I
think
sure.
you can.
I'm right.
They're still
I'm with
keeping
Rob-
their
I'm with
dinner
Rob.
reservations.
You're with Rock J on
I'm
this
with
one?
Rob J on this. No way it's happening.
No way.
I'm not. I know you guys can do this. Do it.
See, I'm somewhere in the middle. Like Yonathan
it.
is like, they're doing it.
Do
Brad is
it.
like, no, and I'm like, I know you can.
By the way,
Will
there's
you?
no multiple sharing to the Brad Squad page. You can share once to Brad Squad. Some people share like 10 times to Brad Squad
Well,
page.
and they all share it to Brad Squad
Yes.
page too. So we have
Share
like
it to other
15.
people's pages.
Yes, yeah,
Maybe
that's
that's what they
cheating.
don't know. No,
That's
it's not
cheating.
cheating. They don't know.
Right.
You have to let them know.
Why don't you let them know?
Don't share. Well, you just did.
Maybe
Don't share it
they
to
don't-
Brad's
maybe they don't
Show Live
understand me.
page. Share it to your friends' page. I'm sure you guys have over 50 friends. So if you have over 50 friends, just share it to each one of them just once. If everybody does that, it's a wrap. You guys have this. Y'all should have did this yesterday.
Abigail just shared 10 times. She doesn't have a mug, but she wants the Groundhog Sam T-shirt.
Wow.
We're
They're
getting
going
there.
in for this
They're
T-shirt.
going in for the T-shirt. They don't want to see Brad in a wig, but
No,
I
nobody-
do.
a T-shirt.
Yeah, no.
I still,
Nobody
I may
wants-
bring in my
I,
wig.
I feel like they should still get both. The shirt and the wig.
You're not getting a wig. Wig is over.
Yeah, but did
The
you see
wig
my
is
wig
over.
from yesterday?
You know what
Brad?
it
That's
is,
a
I
good
think?
wig.
I think the Brad Squad, they like material things.
Ah.
All right, they want the mug, the T-shirt.
Natalie McLean has in fact said that, where she was like,
Right.
although they have loved
They want the
nothing
free
more
stuff.
than a Brad twerk.
Yes.
They have
They did
loved
like
nothing
that.
more.
You know what? For 1,000 shares, I'll come to your front door and twerk for you.
50 people will get Brad Bernstein.
Big
Brad showing up in
Yo.
Idaho Falls, Idaho.
All right, so let's get to our schmoozing because we do got it. We have a whole bunch of people on hold. We will be answering your immigration questions in about 10 minutes or so, but I did want to get to some news right now. You know, Michael Jackson's dad, Joe Jackson. Did you see he died?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Right, Joe Jackson, he was the patriarch of the Jackson family.
Right.
He was the one who originally put the Jackson 5 together.
Yes.
I remember seeing when I was a kid. Now, a lot of people who didn't, you know, grow up in Long Island or New York, and it still exists, a place called the Westbury Music Fair.
Okay.
My parents took me when I was 5 or 6 years old, maybe 7 years old, to see the Jackson 5 at Westbury Music Fair. It was my first concert that I recall.
And you remember it?
I remember it because I remember it was the first time I ever went to a live
Right.
that I recall.
Right.
And I remember it was the Jackson 5 and Michael performing, and then for one song they brought little Janet up to sing.
What?
And I think I was a little bigger than Janet, you know.
That is
and,
crazy.
Yeah, and I vividly remember that because we had really good seats. I was in like
That's insane.
like the third or fourth row.
What?
But that was the Jackson 5, to my memory. Now maybe my parents took me to something else when I was younger.
Right, right.
I don't recall.
But your
I
first
remember
That doesn't matter.
My
The
first,
Jacksons,
what
that's-
I have in my head was, and I'm pretty sure I'm right, but what I have in my head was my first concert ever in my life was Jackson 5, Westbury Music Fair when I was about 5
That's
years old.
insane.
Wow.
5, 6 years old. Yeah.
That is insane.
That's an unbelievable first concert.
That's the first one I ever saw.
Wow.
So Jackson was the father and at times the manager for both Michael and Janet, along with the whole siblings. I remember ABC.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So on Sunday, he died of pancreatic cancer.
Yes.
On Sunday, I'm not sure who tweeted. Oh, Joe tweeted
Yeah,
this.
he tweeted.
Yeah.
This was his last tweet.
Yeah.
He says, "I've seen more sunsets than I have left to see. The sun rises when the time comes, and whether you like it or not, the sun sets when the time comes," which was very, very profound
beautiful.
and beautiful. And that was his last tweet. And I guess
He knew it.
he knew it was over.
Yeah, because
Right.
he got transferred to a hospice in Vegas, so just a little bit ago.
Yeah. Now he was not always, now, he's 89, elderly, he's fondly remembered, but when he was younger, he was not, didn't have the best best reputation.
Yeah.
He used to physically beat his children.
Yeah.
When now it's unacceptable. Maybe back then it was acceptable in certain
his wife.
in certain areas. He would hit
Right.
his wife. Not beat his. It's never acceptable to beat your children,
Right.
but to corporal punishment.
Right.
Type of.
I mean, I
situation.
got whoopings.
Yeah.
I'm
so
just
did I.
saying.
Yes, and there's no more whoopings anymore. Okay, in America right now, and you know what? In certain countries where people come from, it's okay to give whoopings to kids. Okay,
So we can't do whoopings
You
anymore?
can't do whoopings in America. You do a whooping in America to your child, you're going to jail. You're having ACS.
Since when?
Since ever. You're going to have ACS come and take your kid away from you.
How
I'm
about
telling
like
you,
a
I've
little
seen it.
smack
I
on
have
the butt?
seen it. Well, a spanking is different than taking out your belt, and that's a whooping. Okay, so I am
you
telling
got those
you,
belt whippings.
I am telling you, got belt whippings.
Mama,
I've seen
the
it.
wooden spoon.
I have seen it. Wooden
Yeah, look at.
wooden spoon beatings, whoopings.
Yeah.
Okay, we won't call them beatings. We'll call them whoopings.
Right.
Okay, wooden spoon whoopings, belt whoopings. Child goes to school, tells the teacher, my mom, my dad, my guardian whooped me with the belt, whooped me with a wooden spoon. I can almost assure you that teacher will call the principal will call ACS, there will be an investigation, there could be an arrest. And you want to know why I know this? I see it all the time.
Wow.
And a lot of people
Mom
think they're
probably
not doing
like-
anything wrong because of the country that they came from.
Right.
It's accepted.
It was so
It's
accepted in our culture.
Right, but it's not, certainly in 2018, not accepted. So when I said it was in the 1950s, maybe in America, 1960s, 1970s, maybe, it was accepted. So Joe Jackson, he admitted that he disciplined his children physically, and he said he had no regrets about it.
Absolutely not.
Right, he says, I'm glad I was tough because look at what I came out with. I came out with some kids that everybody loved all around the world, and they treated everybody right.
Which is true.
It's not wrong.
Right. Well, yes. No, that is wrong.
I mean, it's not.
I'll tell
wrong.
you why. Because whether he beat Michael on the butt or not,
Yeah.
Michael had talent. He wasn't talented because he got beat up by his father. He was
Right.
talented because he was born that way.
Well, there were times.
Okay.
I'm not
so
not to advocate.
and Michael was a bit of a kook. Maybe if he had different parents, I mean, he was a
Yeah.
talented kook, but a kook.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe if he had, a different upbringing, maybe he'd be alive today. I don't know.
I feel like parent managers like this, it's always on the fence because yes, your kids end up being really successful, but at what cost?
Yeah.
Kris Jenner's like that
Yeah,
too.
well now, I mean, another kook.
Right, 100%.
Right.
Like she saw her little girl's sex tape
Yeah.
and was like, "We're gonna make millions."
Right. And by the way, the best Kris Jenner joke of all time was
Is-
by my father.
Oh,
Whoa.
what?
Yes. And
Do tell.
I several years ago, my father and my mother and myself took my kids
Yeah.
to a magic show.
Okay.
And there's about several hundred people in the audience.
Yeah.
And the magician says to the boys and girls, who can tell the difference between a boy and a girl? Well, what's the difference between a boy and a girl? And he's talking to kids, and this is a kids show. And my father yells out, "Ask Bruce Jenner!"
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
Which to this day is the funniest
Oh, my
story
goodness.
in my family. And everybody
Your
turned
dad-
around to him and go, "Serious? At a kid show?"
At a kid show?
Right, inappropriate, Dad.
Yes.
Inappropriate.
So in any event, LaToya Jackson, she by the way, LaToya Jackson, people thought, wasn't there a rumor once that people thought LaToya Jackson was a man?
No.
Or she was somebody in disguise? Yes. Something to that effect.
Really? She
I
just
think
looks
so.
that way. She just looks like she's disguised.
I
It's
think
plastic
so, but
surgery.
it's obviously not. She's a woman.
Yes.
So she says, "I will always love you." This is what she tweets about her father. "I will always love you. You give us strength. You made us one of the most famous families in the world. I am extremely appreciative of that. I will never forget our moments together and how you told me how much you cared." They actually had 10 children. Can you name all 10 Jacksons?
Ooh.
Who can name?
All right. We got.
All right. Who can name all 10 Jacksons?
We got Jermaine.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
got
that's one.
Tito.
Uh-huh.
We got Randy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We got Michael.
Uh-huh.
We got what's the older one? Okay, well let's go to the girls. Janet.
Right.
Got LaToya.
6.
Got Rebe.
7. Rebe's the oldest.
Rebe's the oldest.
Right.
We have what is the oldest boy's name?
Jackie.
Jackie.
That's 8.
Ooh.
And then I don't know who you left out. Did you say Marlon?
No.
Marlon, the
Marlon
youngest
is
boy.
9. And did you say Steven?
I do not know who Steven is.
AKA Randy.
No,
I
he
did
said
say
Randy.
Randy.
He said Randy.
You didn't say LaToya.
I did
No,
say
he did say
LaToya.
LaToya.
Then who didn't you say?
Who are we missing?
Rebe, Jackie, Tito. Everybody knows Tito.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said
Okay,
Tito. didn't I?
Jermaine,
Yeah.
LaToya,
Yeah.
Marlon, Michael, Randy, Janet. That's 9.
That's 9.
Oh.
So we're missing
they
one.
have-
They had a kid who passed away. I think Marlon had a twin.
Oh, a twin.
The twin of Marlon.
Brian, something like
Right,
that.
okay,
I think.
so
I did pretty good.
That was
80%.
You got about
Pretty good.
70.
70%.
That's pretty good.
I'm
Yeah.
part of the Jackson family. If you guys didn't know, once removed.
By the
times
way,
10.
Lynn Brown says about the whoopings, kids
Yeah.
need it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm happy I got my whoopings because it made me who I was. I was a bad little kid. I used to forge my parents' signatures. Well, I'm saying I was in elementary because I didn't want to get in trouble. But
and then
they
you got a
found out
whooping
and I
for
got a
forging.
whooping. And I
Right.
never did it again.
Well,
Aha.
Lynn Brown,
Yeah.
she says, "I'm from the islands,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a whooping with everything." Okay.
You know-
So, and the reason I said that is because we have a lot of clients from the islands, and I know whoopings are common in the islands
Yeah.
even today.
Yeah.
But in America, that's an arrest. Arrest now.
Just spank them
Right.
responsibly.
Kaniva Black Strat Robinson basically sums it up.
Yeah.
She wrote, "In Jamaica, we get whoopings for breakfast, we get whoopings for lunch, and for dinner, we get some whoopings too."
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I paraphrased her, but that's basically what she said. All right. So
I don't know. I feel like kids need, especially these kids today, they need some
Yes.
kind of, discipline.
I will say this whole the timeout nonsense does not work. Like putting your children on timeout is not a thing. My brothers deprive their kids of any screens.
What?
As like no screens. You can have you can watch.
You see, but we didn't
nothing
have
but
that
screen.
growing up.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
like,
Exactly.
what are you gonna say?
So what do you do now?
So meanwhile, Jeff Bosey, our correspondent, I think he's our Long Island correspondent. He says he's checking the news wires as we speak, and he says Corey Feldman, who was his good friend with Michael, just expressed his condolences. Corey Feldman, famous for what movie?
Lost Boys.
What?
Lost Boys.
Okay.
Wow.
Love that movie.
I was thinking the one Weird Science with Kelly LeBrock.
That was my movie.
That was
Weird
your movie,
Science.
Weird
But it was my
Science.
show too.
Weird
When they made it
Science
into a
with-
show,
Oh, I don't know about making it into a
they
show.
made it into an actual series.
That was
after the
your
movie.
favorite show to watch?
Growing up, yeah, so weird. But I used to like
Right.
stay up, and I'd be so excited to see that show.
Right. And then finally, I was just whispered in my ear, Corey Feldman's Stand By Me, which was actually a good movie.
Ah,
Oh
remember
yeah.
that movie,
So really, Corey Feldman was famous for many things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so we talked about whoopings, timeouts, Corey Feldman,
Joe Jackson,
Joe Jackson,
and the rest of the Jackson family.
Meanwhile, Do you know who was Superman? You know, because this is you know, we call it Hump Day, but we could also call it Wacky Wednesday. Who knows? You know, you can have lots of names for our show on Wednesday. You know, Superman. Superman. By the way, everyone who plays Superman gets cursed.
Christopher Reeves.
Christopher Reeves,
that.
right.
And there's plenty of Supermen. I think the one who played the original Superman from the 1950s, he got killed by a gun or something. But apparently everybody who's played Superman somehow has these issues. Okay. Well, so far, thank God for Dean Cain. That's this guy. He played Superman
And nothing
on
has happened to
television
him?
in the 1990s. Okay. Guess what he's doing now, Superman?
What?
He is a police officer for the St. Anthony Police Department in Idaho.
Idaho.
Can you imagine?
In
Can you imagine you're getting pulled over? You're like, holy cow! Superman just pulled me over.
That's.
Can you imagine? You're driving. I mean, he's a police officer now. He obviously he can't seem to. You know, I think his acting career is over.
Well, maybe you know, but
He's a police officer
a lot
now.
of the times, you know, some of the people they just don't want to be actors anymore, and they just want a whole nother life.
Yeah. So he's
But in
best
Idaho?
known for Superman in the television series Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman.
Wow,
from
I remember that.
93 to 1997. Do you know what? Also, it's very funny is they have a.
So is that the bad thing that happened to him?
Well, no. Now that he's a cop, who knows what'll happen to him? You know. So, but you know what's very funny is there is another famous television. This is so weird. This small town would have two famous television stars.
In Idaho?
In Idaho. Okay. He's the second celebrity. You can't make this up. The second celebrity to be a police officer in St. Anthony, Idaho. Who is the other celebrity there?
Is he the same kind of famous as Dean Cain?
I think he's more famous a little bit in a way if he grew up in the 70s here. He's from a television show from the 1970s. He played a police officer on TV.
Andy Griffith? He's
Not
dead.
Andy Griffith is dead.
He's
All right, I'll give you a hint. He played a police officer.
Yeah.
It was a television show from the 1970s.
Yeah.
And he is now a police officer in the same police force as Superman.
None
It's
of
crazy.
those are helpful hints.
At all.
Give us
Eric
what
Estrada
show?
from
I
Chips.
was about to
Oh, you had
ask.
said
Is it from Chips?
Yes.
Is
Eric,
he really?
Yes. Eric
Eric
Estrada.
Estrada.
And can you imagine if they share a cop car?
That's a movie.
You're like, did Superman just call for backup from Punch?
That's
right,
hilarious.
Punch, we need some backup, and then all of a sudden
Wow.
Punch shows up. Wouldn't that be like the Twilight Zone?
That
if you
would be
got-
hilarious.
Would that be like the Twilight Zone if you got pulled over for a speeding ticket?
I'd be like,
And both
I'm
of
getting-
them flanked your car.
I'm getting pumped.
You get
1
pumped.
million percent.
Yeah,
I would just
absolutely.
drive away like I am
Right.
not taking
Yeah.
this seriously.
And they take me in because of it.
Exactly, right.
Oh my God.
Look at that. That's
So
really
he's also a police officer.
in
now.
Idaho.
In Idaho, yeah. Next thing you know, Barney Fife is coming to put the handcuffs on you.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Is there some, like, should we be going to Idaho? Is there something
Right.
happening?
Yeah, this town, I can tell you something. They got two out of work actors as cops there.
There's
That-
something's going down.
Something's going. That's
Something's
weird.
going down in Idaho.
Send me to investigate, Brad.
Yes,
I want to
yes.
know what's going
You know what?
down.
You know what? Can we send the crew out there to see what's going on?
I would be so
Exactly.
down.
Yes. All right. Now, finally, before we get to our immigration calls, Vancouver. All right, this is pretty gross.
Gross.
No, well, Vancouver's not gross. They have an annual car-free day festival
Yeah.
where it attracts thousands of people to the Canadian city's main street,
Okay.
and they close down the street, and it's, just people walking on no cars. Sounds, well, they already got hot dogs now. Okay, so they have hot dog vendor carts
Right.
on the street selling the hot dogs.
Yeah.
One guy had no hot dogs. He's just selling the dirty water from the hot dogs. And he says he created a recipe just for this event to that put a lot of research into it and science, creating the best version of hot dog water that he could find. And he was selling this dirty hot dog water. This is water that hot dogs were boiling in. They took the hot dogs out. They're not selling the hot dogs. The hot dogs went to waste. But they are selling the
Look at
water.
him.
And there
Look
is
at
the
his
guy. There's the
outfit.
hot dog water guy selling the dirty water for $37.
Get out of here.
Excuse me?
It is real. It is
And
real.
people are buying it?
People were buying it. The drink,
No,
which
they're
comes
not.
in a sleek glass
This
bottle.
was in Idaho, guys.
No, this was in Canada. There it is. There's the sleek, clean bottle filled with water and a
What?
single hot dog inside.
Get
And
out.
it says it will help the drinker lose weight, increase brain function, look younger, and increase vitality. That is what the hot dog water says. People were buying it.
And is this what the
No,
hot
there
dog
were
man
not.
was saying?
Yes,
he
said
tested
the sign.
this.
He says the sign is rich in sodium, and since the drink is rich in sodium, it triggers the anti-inflammatory.
Look at
process.
him. He look a hot fool.
It was the biggest seller. The biggest seller for $37.99. A dirty water hot dog.
A hot fool.
Those people deserve to get their money stolen from them.
Right.
You
If you're gonna spend money on dumb stuff like that, why not just donate it? Like,
Right.
So a lot of people bought it. So then it turns out at the end of the day, here's the clincher of it all. It turns out that at the end of the day,
They
the
all
guy
had
who was selling it
diarrhea.
was by the name of Bevins.
Bevins.
That was his last name. Bevins. He's actually an artist, and he was trying to
a
prove
con artist.
He was trying to prove a point. Okay? He was making a commentary on product marketing and, on things that people make claims about.
Right.
What?
And saying that people would buy anything if they make a claim.
Are you?
Yes. So.
So it wasn't real?
No. So he says from the responses, I
Good.
think people will actually go away and reconsider some of these other, bottles of water, smart waters,
Right.
Right,
all
all
that
of those.
stuff,
Bottled air.
bottled air, anything like
What?
that has no scientific backing, but just a lot of pretty impressive marketing. People are buying it.
That's trifling.
Wait, what did he do with the money? Do we know what he did with the money at the end of the day?
I don't know.
I would have
but-
taken it and put it in my bank account. Listen.
Man.
Right, so-
And I love hot dogs. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, I don't know if I
You
would.
like hot dog
Never.
water?
I don't
No.
know. I don't know if I would drink
No.
dirty hot dog water.
And no, I would not. As a person who loves hot dogs, I would not.
I hope every single person who bought that bottle sees that he was just faking the funk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
I wonder
do
how
you think
they
maybe
feel.
he got called out at the end and was really trying to sell it, and then tried to, make himself look good? That he was doing an experiment? Is that possible?
I don't know. I just think that they're all fools.
Well, he says hot
Yeah.
dog water, in its absurdity, hopes to encourage critical thinking related to product marketing and the significant role it plays.
I'm not really thinking critically as much as I hate hot dog water.
All right. So finally, we got to get to the dog that became the internet sensation.
Real quick,
Yes.
286 shares.
Ooh.
We're doing pretty dang all good.
Not bad,
Not there,
Brad.
we're not there yet.
Prove him wrong, guys.
We are not there yet.
I'm cutting him off right now just to tell you guys, share. All right, share at least 50 of your friends. You guys can do this.
And what happens when they do share?
When you guys
maybe
do-
there's new people who.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
If you guys share at least 50 to 50 people each, you're definitely going to make this. But what you guys get is a raffle for tomorrow, and you will get 50 t-shirts.
T-shirts.
There are 50 t-shirts that Groundhog Sam is making of himself. And he'll be able to sign them. It's like, this is a collector's item.
But it's
Yeah.
going to be a raffle. It's going to be a quiz tomorrow.
It's going to be a quiz, and then we'll raffle off for the first
Right.
50 people that win. So you guys got this. I know you do.
All right, so please share, and we'll tell you how to share in a minute. But before we do that, I want to talk about the dog that became the internet sensation. Sometimes, it says here on my card.
Yeah.
I got to read this verbatim here.
I'm always worried.
Sometimes a new haircut ends up being so wonderful.
Yeah.
It brightens up your whole day. And for this dog, not only did his new haircut, this is not the dog, that's the hot dog. There's the
Oh,
dog.
what?
Not only did this new haircut brighten up his day, it brightens up the whole internet as well. This is Sesame. He's a toy poodle, and his owner dropped him off at a specialist dog groomer, the I can't even pronounce this, the Yuriko Hamachio Salon. Now, Yuriko specializes in haircuts for silver poodles and phantom poodles only. When the owner returned, they found not only that Yuriko gave Sesame a crazy new hairdo, he turned him into an internet sensation. The new hairdo made Sesame look like a fluffy, round cloud. Let's look at that picture all the way up.
A what?
A fluffy, round cloud. Let's see that. He looked like a
Oh,
fluffy
my
round cloud.
Looks like a little sheep.
Yuriko put up photos of Sesame's new hairdo online, and Sesame is now the toast of the internet. And they're all calling him different names: Dog Cloud, the Cloud Dog, the Fluff, CL Sheep, Dog Shrubbery, among others. And now Sesame, the dog, look at that, is loving every minute of it. And he's wagging his tail all over the video, and he thinks he's the cat's meow. So
Hey.
there we go.
You know he's never gonna be able to go back to just a regular dog cut
Never
now.
go back to the regular
Like he's
dog cut.
always gonna have to get that
I
cut.
feel like this
Can
kind of
never-
makes me sad. He
can never
doesn't
go
look like
back
he's
to-
supposed to be the kind of dog that has that
Yeah.
much of a fro.
No, you
Oh
can-
my God, that's kind of cute though.
Oh my God! I missed the video. That's hilarious. I was looking down.
That
But
was cute.
But that is very, very funny.
Oh.
And what are we saying?
304 shares.
304 shares.
Come on, guys.
Why don't you tell everybody quickly how to share? Because maybe there's a few people who don't know how to share.
Kim.
Belgium Kim.
Absolutely. You hit that share button on the bottom of your screen, and you can share it to your own timeline, which you absolutely should do. Share it on your friend's timeline. Just like Yo-Yo said, 50 friends. Do it to at least 50 friends. Share it on their timelines. Share it in private messages and groups. Share it everywhere.
There you got. Pretty impressive there, Belgium Kim.
Thanks, Brad.
Very impressive. So with that, we're going to get to a section that I call, I'm going to answer your immigration questions. There it is. Getting answers to all of your immigration questions. What do I say? What is it? It's
Getting answers.
So,
Call with your
call with-
immigration questions.
All right. Section we call Getting Answers. Call with your immigration questions. And our first caller is some unknown caller from a far away land. Rose from Albuquerque. How are you?
I was gonna say Wakanda or something.
Wakanda, yes. Rose. Rose, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
What's going on?
Well, I just want to ask. I came here in the States as a tourist, and then changed it to student visa.
Okay.
But my husband is here in the U.S. as a green card holder for a year.
Got it.
So we didn't process his petition for me after our wedding because we're thinking, oh, we'll just wait for him to get his citizenship.
But he's only been a resident for a short time. You should be filing a visa
Yeah,
petition.
for just a year.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. File an
So we need-
I-130. File an I-130 right now because he's not going to be a citizen for 5 more years.
Yeah, that's right.
File
Okay.
File an I-130 now. In about 2 years, you'll get your green card.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, and we can help you if you need help. Hold on. Okay. All right. So that was Rose in Albuquerque, and now we're going to go to Kimon in Brooklyn. Kimon. Kimon.
Yes. Hi.
How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm fine.
What's going
on? I'm calling because I recently married in 2011, and I filed the following year. My husband and I filed the following year.
Right.
And then I got a 2-year in the mail and stuff, and I went in for my first interview. Then last February, I did the second interview.
Right.
And now I'm just waiting to get the green card. This is since last February.
Okay.
I work at the airport, so you get the badge ID. With the badge ID, when it expires, you have to renew it.
Right.
And it's a federal job, so they keep telling me that I need my green card. But what happened is when I call to ask what's the process of my green card, they keep telling me, oh, it's in the processing time bill, so I have to go to Federal Plaza, get a stamp
on
on
your
my
passport. Right. Well,
And
you're a permanent resident for all these years, so they can't fire you because you don't have your permanent residence. Okay. And unfortunately, immigration now is taking about a year and a half. Okay. So unfortunately, you filed February 2017. You should expect, hopefully, by the end of the summer, to be done.
But this is the twist now. This is the twist.
Here's the twist.
Yesterday, my neighbor told me that there was a guy and a lady was here looking for me with a picture of me.
Okay.
And now today, because my husband we doesn't live in the same household due to work. He works in Harlem, so he stays up there. The address that I don't know how they got that address. They went there
so
as well, and they asked.
Come on. I would be quiet now. Part of proving it's a real marriage is you got to live together. Okay. So
no, we do. It's for work.
Okay.
He's home on weekends.
Okay. I would suggest you make an appointment to come see us. They're investigating the validity of your marriage. That's what's happening. Okay. Maybe because you have a sensitive job at the airport. I don't know, but somebody's investigating. All right. So hold on one second. Okay. Let's go to Paul in Atlanta, Georgia. Paul. Paul. Paul.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
How are you, Paul?
Yeah. I'm good. How you doing?
Good, good. What's going on?
I came into the U.S. on a B1, B2 visa myself and my wife. She came over to deliver. She has a set of triplets, but were born at 24 months, 24 weeks of prematurity. The U.S. citizens. And so because of that, we couldn't go back because they had different kinds of delays and things like that. We contacted immigration and we got a temporary status, a deferred status.
Where are you from, Paul?
Stay for 2 years.
Paul, where are you from?
From Africa.
Okay, and your wife is also African, or she's a U.S. citizen?
Yeah, she's all African.
You're all African. Okay, so you had premature children, and you got some sort of extension to stay here in America?
Yes.
Okay, so what is the question now? You'd like to be able to live here forever?
The question right now is they still got the delays, and we're thinking of how can we get residency so that we can take care of them.
You're thinking, how can you stay here so you can take care of your children? I don't have an answer. Your question is, how do I get a green card? Your question is, how do I get a green card?
Yes.
And I happen to have a
How do I get a
twist
green
because
card?
my 3 children were born premature. Hold on, I don't have an answer.
Yeah.
I don't have an answer for you off the top of my head. Certainly, we can explore all different types of options when we have a consultation. So hold on one second. All right, let's go to Rachel in Lake George, New York. Rachel.
Hi, good night.
How are you?
I'm good. I am a Jamaican J1 student working in the U.S.
Okay.
It is my desire to continue my stay in the U.S. I would like to know the legal requirements to do so. Can I do a visa change?
Well, yeah, you can change your status to a student if you want to study, investor visa, maybe some other type of work visa. Now, the issue is do you have a 2-year home residence requirement? Do you know if on your visa it says subject is bearer to Section 212E or not subject, or you're not sure?
Also, I would have to go back home and spend 2 years in Jamaica?
I didn't say that. I just asked you a question. Do you have a 2-year
home residence? Oh, yes. It's on the visa.
Okay, so then you have a 2-year home residence requirement. So if you have that, then you would be barred from changing your status. You would have to go home for 2 years. Now, there's certain visas to work that you can come and work here on, like an O visa, for example. But once the O visa is up, if you have some sort of extraordinary ability, you would still need to satisfy your 2-year home residence requirement or get a waiver for that. I think what you need to do first is figure out, how do I get a waiver from this 2-year home residence requirement? So you wouldn't be able to change to a student or something like that. Okay, but hold on one second, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Rahandra in Boston. Rahandra. Hold on, Rahandra.
Yes, hello,
oh, there
Brad.
you are.
Can you hear
There
me?
you are. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Well, thank you for taking my call. Just want to jump into the problem here.
What?
I did file for asylum back in the days in 2013. Now my case has been postponed numerous times, and the latest date being given to 2020, February of 2020.
For before a judge.
Absolutely need to, yes.
Okay.
Before the judge. I absolutely need to travel outside the country because of my family, some of my family issue. I mean, I'm not going to the same country I came from, but I have to go to a different country for treatment of my father. So in the process, I did apply for advance parole document, but most of the people I have consulted with, they are like, this is too dangerous. You may not be allowed to come back into the United States afterwards. Now, my question is, like, is it too dangerous to, is there a possibility that I would be denied access back into the country?
Yes, because Donald Trump's administration is trying to get people to not apply. To not apply for asylum. So they'll give you a problem. They would definitely give you a problem. I wouldn't suggest traveling on it. What I would suggest you do is, if you need to finish your asylum claim, perhaps you can show the humanitarian reasons why you need to a judge to try to speed up your case and get it recounted for a quicker date.
Yes, I exactly did that. I mean, I filed for a motion through my attorney, which I'm the work of who I'm not quite satisfied with.
Did you show that your father was ill? You need to travel. You may not see him ever again.
Yeah, absolutely. I did. I mean, I did saw the letters from the hospital recommending another hospital in another country, and even with that kind of motion, it got denied. And I'm just like, I mean, I have to travel no matter what. I know that this is a really big risk I'm taking, but I'm going to have to travel, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, then I wish you the best of luck. You could
I
always,
mean, I just
you
wanted
could
to
always,
ask
you could always
like,
file
if there
asylum
was-
again in that third country.
I'm sorry, what was that
So
again?
you could always file asylum in that third country wherever you're going. You know, if you're not allowed back in America.
Well, I just wanted to know your opinion on
Yeah,
this
I
one.
think
you know,
I would not suggest while in deportation with a pending asylum traveling. It's my 2 cents.
All right. Is there any other way to expedite the case? So
You
again,
have,
like
no, you
try
have
to
to.
expedite the case.
You have to ask for the judge to expedite it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
If you want, you want me to take a look at your file and give you other possibilities. I don't know, but you have to make a motion to recalendar, show humanitarian reasons why you need to move this up, and hopefully the judge will buy it.
Okay. Well, my another situation or my another condition was like, I mean, I know that it is not quite safe to go there, but again, like,
Rahandra, unfortunately, we're talking in circles. So the only thing I would be able, you're saying I should go, I shouldn't go. Every person in the world that you've spoken to says there's a risk. So basically, that's it. You're either going to take the risk or you're not going to take the risk. I personally wouldn't advise you to take the risk, but I'm not you because I don't know your relationship with your father and what guilt you would have if you didn't see him. All I can tell you is I know lots of people who had guilt and left the United States for all sorts of reasons. Sick family member, a funeral, and now they're paying for it for the rest of their lives. So just keep that in mind.
Yes, I do.
All right,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
hold on if you want to have a consultation, though, okay?
All right, thanks.
All right, you're welcome. All right, let's go to Marie in Cleveland, Ohio. Marie.
Hi, Brad. How are you?
How are you?
Good. I have a question. I have a cousin. She's from Jamaica.
Right.
But her daughter filed for her, and she came up here. But her son is 17 years old, so my cousin is a permanent resident. So she want to know if she could file for her son, which is 17.
Yes, why not?
She want to use it too. So.
Okay. All right. Hold on, and we'll get her information. Hold on. Let's go to where do we want to go to? We spoke to Paul in Atlanta, Georgia, didn't we? I believe we did. We did. I think we didn't speak to Paul in Atlanta, Georgia. Paul in Atlanta, Georgia. Paul.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Yeah, you spoke to me earlier on.
I spoke to you on the show. I know who I spoke with. Someone has to pick Paul up and speak to him on line 3, Jill. Let's go to Rosa in Newark, New Jersey. Rosa.
Hello.
How are
Hi,
you?
Brad.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
What's going on?
Good. Thank you for taking the call. So, I married in December 2017 and applied for my green card. My husband is an American citizen.
Right.
In March. How long is it taking for the process? I have already done my fingerprints, and every day I check the website. I know that it's not a fixed time, but
It's about 9-10 months for an adjustment right now.
After the fingerprints?
About after the fingerprints? Are you talking about for a work permit or for the green card?
I did the fingerprints for the work permit.
Oh, I apologize. After your fingerprint for a work permit should be about 3 months.
For the interview.
What are we talking about? I just gave you that answer before. For your interview, 9 to 10 months from the fingerprint. For your work permit, about 3 months from the time you fingerprint. So you don't get an interview for a work permit. You'll just get a work permit mailed to you. It's about 3.5 months from the time you fingerprint. Your interview will be about 6, 7, 8, probably closer to 9 months from the time you fingerprint.
Okay,
All
so
right?
probably by next year.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.
All right, let's go to Kareem in Bronx, New York. Kareem. Kareem?
Yes.
How are you?
Good. Yourself?
Good. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm calling regarding, I have two questions. One question is, my wife, she did an asking for circumcision, and she has a green card. 3 years ago, she has a green card, and we married 2002. Is it possible that when she filled up the petition, she didn't put my name? So now, is it possible that I can do it, or
Yes.
I have to wait until?
No, you can still do it. You're included on that case, and you should have been. So hold on one
I
second.
don't.
Hold on. You could be included in the case. Hold on. Let's go to Belinda in Washington, D.C. Belinda.
Hi,
how are
good
you?
evening.
Good evening.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
I'm married American citizen.
Right.
And I wanted to know how long does it take you to get work authorization?
From the time you file, about 4.5, 5 months it's taken now.
Oh, 4.5 months. Okay,
Yeah.
because I sent it to you in February.
Right.
And I haven't gotten anything. So we
right.
was wondering if
You
something
took your
is
fingerprint.
wrong.
You took your fingerprint, right?
Yeah, I did fingerprints. I sent fingerprints like 2 weeks after the application.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard nothing back. So I was wondering if something is wrong. Should I
Well,
what
if you
should
haven't
I
heard
do?
if you haven't heard anything back, nothing is wrong. Just other than we have a really bad president. Okay, so just hang in there. Okay.
Just hang in there.
Hang in there. All right. If you don't get it by the end of July,
very much.
call me.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to Saynab in St. Paul, Minnesota. Saynab.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good, yeah. I have a question on my husband. I sent a visa a year ago, and he done everything. And after he passed the interview, everything, it will by. He was waiting for the visa a year and 4 months now. And
how do you know he
all
passed the
time-
interview? How do you know he passed the interview?
No, they told him everything is fine, and
They said you're
didn't give an
approved?
interview. No, they didn't say you approved.
Okay, so then he may not have passed the interview. They just said, okay, go leave. We don't know what happened. It's been,
I know,
it's
but
been
they
4 months
called him
now?
2 weeks ago. Hello?
Yeah, what did they tell you 2 weeks ago?
They say we apologize for the delay, and you have to wait a couple of more weeks. Then we will let you know.
Okay.
And I have yesterday the Supreme Court do the ban, and I'm from Somalia, and he's from Somalia too. So I want to know that will be affect the case, and because I'm citizen and he's.
Well, immigration wrote you a letter. They said, sorry for the delay. We'll let you know in a few weeks. So you got to give them a few weeks. Got to follow what they tell you. If a few weeks comes and goes and you still haven't heard anything, so what's a few weeks? You're waiting 4 months already?
Year and 4 months.
A year and 4 months? If you're
Yes.
waiting a year and 4 months and they're telling you a few more weeks, I would give them at most till mid-July. If not, let me get involved. I thought it was 4 months. A year and 4 months, we should be getting involved in this for you.
Okay.
All right?
All right, thank
okay.
you.
You're welcome. Hold on. All right, so with that said, before we get into our social media check-in, okay, everybody remembers. What?
300 more shares to go.
Oh my God.
We're at 400 shares.
That's what Lisa Bling Rose says.
Groundhog Sam
says
said 400 shares.
Wow.
Come on, guys.
You guys really
300
want
I
this
already
shirt.
knew this, though. I already knew this was going to happen.
No, you didn't know this was going to happen.
I said it from the beginning.
Right, that's not true, because right before the show started, you said, Brad, 700 shares is insurmountable. It'll never happen.
I didn't say that. I said it's a lot.
You said it was a lot.
I said it was a lot.
You were skeptical.
Right. I said.
No, but at the end of the day, I said I want you guys to win, and I knew you guys could do it.
People want the free Groundhog Sam t-shirts.
They want
Absolutely.
the swag.
Yes.
Do it. Do
We're
it.
literally buying their love, and we're not above it. That's
300 more shares. Y'all can do this.
Woo-wee. We got this, Brad Squad. Come on. I want Groundhog Sam to show me what that shirt's gonna look like.
I want him to show it too. He's designing it right
I'm gonna
now.
help him design too.
Do you realize what the last artistic thing he did?
He made a burrow.
No, he got a tattoo of your face.
Right, on his butt.
On his lower back.
Lower back, butt, same thing.
Yeah.
So in any event, you may have remembered, I'm happy we're at 400 shares, and if we do get to 700 shares, tomorrow we're having our quiz.
Yes.
And we're going to be giving away 50 t-shirts.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys can do it.
And that's for 700 shares.
You guys can do it.
You got
He
this.
still doesn't think that you guys can do this.
No way.
I think it can happen. I'm converted. I'm converted.
Look how they jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah, I mean, I said I thought they could, but I didn't know
Dolly
they would.
Shahid, by the way, I don't know if we can confirm this, but she said she shared more than 100 times.
Ooh.
Is that even possible?
Dang.
Is that even possible?
Do that thing.
Dolly Shahid is an MVP. She is really
Is that
going
true?
for that shirt.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess, can we have receipts, Dolly? Can we have receipts?
So meanwhile, you know, I don't know if you saw the other day, we were talking about it, everyone's seen this by now, the Melania Trump jacket from Zara.
Yes.
Okay, that she says doesn't mean anything. Now, why does a woman who's worth billions of dollars
shopping at
Zara
right.
unless she meant it to say something?
Exactly.
Right.
Okay. We don't know. She wrote on her jacket, if we could show a picture of her jacket, she wrote on her jacket, I don't care, do you?
Right.
I had surmised, and this is when she's going to visit the kids at the detention center. Either one, she really doesn't care and she's doing it because Trump told her to.
Right.
Or she's talking about her husband. What her husband says.
Right, okay, yeah, like quoting him.
Quoting him.
I got you, okay.
So,
either way is bad.
Either way, not great,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
So Justin Teodoro, this is true, he reimagined Melania's jacket, and he's selling this jacket now. It says, we should all care. And GQ's editor, and can we show that picture? Can we show that picture?
Oh, is that the...
Look, I like Barack more than Donald. Yeah. I want that one.
Right, right. And there's other ones now that have been photoshopped in there. I believe Stormy Daniels, 4 inches really, poor me. One that says, I see the pee-pee tape.
Oh my God. November is coming.
November is coming. And then I like Robert Mueller is my hero.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, there are so many.
So did he actually make these? So they're going to sell them now?
Yeah. And then there's the last one for Melania to wear. My prenup will make me rich.
Yes! Yes, queen!
I'm here for that.
Yes. Yeah, so Jilly says 4 inches, really poor me.
Yeah.
That's her funniest
That's
one.
actually surprising.
Yeah. So in any event, our field correspondent, you've met her at
Anna.
Seafield. Anna.
Oh,
That's
Anna
the homie.
Right. In her, this just doesn't make any sense.
Rant.
Gives her opinion on the Melania jacket.
Ah, good.
Yes, and decided to wear it. Melania, who was wearing it to the field visit, but Anna had some comments about it as well.
Awesome.
Let's watch.
Hey friends from the Brad Show Live, I'm Anna Azcona. Let's talk about Melania Trump's jacket. She really showed up to visit the children who were separated from their parents with a jacket saying, I really don't care, do you? Of course we care. Obviously you don't care. Really, Melania? And you really expect us to believe there isn't a hidden message behind this jacket? This is a $39 jacket from Zara. The First Lady shopping at Zara? What are the possibilities of that? I doubt she's shopping at Zara. It's either she's an idiot or she wore this jacket on purpose. And I'm pretty sure this must have been done on purpose because as the First Lady, I'm sure she has a team who controls what she wears, what she eats, what she does, what time she wakes up, her whole life. So you're telling me this jacket had no intentions of sending out the wrong message? I don't believe that. Melania's spokeswoman says the jacket has nothing to do with the separation of families and that we shouldn't focus on her wardrobe, but more on President Trump's actions. First of all, Melania is part of the whole Trump entourage. How could we not focus on anything that she does? Plus, as the First Lady, you're gonna draw some type of attention regardless of what you do because you're Trump's wife. Anyway, that just doesn't make any sense, but leave your comments below. Did Melania Trump wear this jacket to send out a message, or was this just an honest mistake? Bye-bye.
No honest mistake.
No honest
mistake at all.
She's a fashionista. She doesn't make fashion mistakes.
Right. And she has a stylist. Like, you know, they knew what they were doing.
Knew exactly what they were saying. And by the way, we're going to go to something that we call now social media check-in, where we're going to be answering your immigration questions. But before we do that, which is coming up, social media check-in, I do want to remind everybody that if we do get to 700 shares, we will be having tomorrow during our schmooze our not 500 questions,
50.
but we'll be giving away 50 T-shirts and we're going to have our quiz because everyone always asks me questions.
Yeah.
But I never ask any. It's about time that I start asking you questions.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You like that?
I like that.
I like it.
All right.
I like
so
that.
now before
You guys have 45 minutes.
45 minutes to get to.
Make it happen.
There's probably short around 250 shares.
Yeah, but like you guys can do this.
They need like 275
don't make all this go to waste
shares.
for nothing. You guys got this.
You guys got this.
275 shares in 45 minutes.
Definitely can do that.
Get you the Brad Asks You questions.
Yeah.
and we're gonna raffle away in our questions.
50
People who get
t-shirts.
people who get it 50 people who get it 50. But these aren't any t-shirts. These are collector's items.
They are.
Absolutely.
All right, Groundhog Sam personally signed t-shirts.
Ooh.
Signed by Groundhog Sam.
That's pretty fancy.
Maybe never to be seen again.
Correct.
These may be the
Collector's
50
items.
only shirts that are made like this in the entire world.
Collector
And there's
items.
137 people watching, which means that if everyone watching just
Shared
shared
twice?
it to 2 pages,
Right.
that's it.
That's it.
2.
Everybody right now share
Then it will
twice.
be every man for themselves tomorrow.
Twice.
That's fine.
Every man for themselves.
That's fine.
Tomorrow there will not be any groups.
No, tomorrow it will be
That's
brother
fine.
against brother.
Right.
Prove them wrong, guys.
Come on, guys, you got this.
All right, so let's go to social media check-in. That's what we're going to call this right now. Something we call social media check-in where I'm going to be answering your questions that you ask me. And who's going first here?
I'll go first.
All right.
All right, Michelangelo.
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 The answer
Or
is
maybe
the,
is it
the
Michelangelo?
answer is it's in Florence. It's called the Sistine Chapel. No, that's Rome.
That's Rome.
That's
it's in Rome.
In Florence,
In the Vatican.
He also painted something in Florence.
David. The sculpture.
David in
Yeah,
Florence.
but isn't he also a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
He
The
is
orange one?
He is right. He is also right, and he is also Michelangelo. There's a guy, Michelangelo, who lives in Brooklyn who makes a good pizza.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes.
Isn't there also a rapper named Michelangelo?
I don't know
Like an
about
R&B.
And there's also a man on Facebook by the name of Michelangelo
Yes.
who has an immigration question.
All right. So I filed my adjustment of status in January and just received my work permit in May. But I would like to know if my wife, which is getting a Social Security income and now planning to go on Section 8, would that affect my pending case on my green card?
Going on Section 8 could affect it because they take the totality of circumstances. Section 8 is government assistance for city housing or state housing. Getting Social Security disability is not a problem. Getting Social Security because of elderly is not a problem. But the Section 8 could be a problem.
Chin Carter wants to know if someone has a pending case for their green card, could they still be deported if they get stopped by ICE? The person has no criminal record and the husband is a U.S. citizen.
The answer is yes. You could get deported up to the day you get a green card, and you could always get deported after you get a green card if you do a deportable offense. Now that's in theory. In reality, if you have a pending adjustment, it's unlikely that you would get deported as long as it's a bona fide marriage. Or certainly, you wouldn't get deported because you would win your case in deportation. But it's unlikely they would put you even in deportation. But you never know. Crazy things happen.
All right, PJ Del Albarquez says, hi, Brad. Can a B1, B2 visa have a chance to change here for working permit? Or what is the options aside from getting married to a citizen?
You're asking how do you get a green card? Okay, a year ago, we used to do this behind a bookcase.
Mm-hmm.
And behind that bookcase was about 80 books this thick. And I said, you see these books behind me? That's all the different ways to get a green card. You need a consultation. So every person who's going to ask, hey, how do I get a green card? I'm going to say, hey, you need a consultation. Because, every person's different.
We've got a question from Anita who said, hi, Brad, please, I've got a friend who's a homosexual and his case is still pending. He fell in love with an American and I'd like to know if they could get married without any problems.
In the same-sex marriage, yes. I guess his case is, what kind of case is pending? An asylum case? You would have to, I would assume maybe it's an asylum case.
Yeah.
You would withdraw the asylum and you can get married in a same-sex marriage as long as it's a bona fide marriage, absolutely.
All right, I have one from Elaine Hamilton. Hi, Brad. My 2 daughters, aged 12 and 14, came here on a visitor's visa in August of 2015 and returned to Jamaica in November of 2016. I want them to come for the summer holidays. Is it okay for them to come? I'm a U.S. citizen.
So they haven't been here in 2 years?
Yes.
Yeah, come. Enjoy your trip.
Enjoy it.
Even though they overstayed?
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Did they? It just says that they came here on a visitor's visa in August of 2015 and returned to Jamaica in November of 2016.
Oh, then they overstayed.
They overstayed.
Yeah, because that was a year and change. No, it is not okay. They violated the visa. They would need to get a new one, and they're going to have a hard time getting it. I didn't hear that part. Thank you very much, Belgium.
No problem.
Yes.
Tiana said, I'm a permanent resident in the U.S. My 2 grandchildren are 13 and 15, and they came to stay with me, and now, unfortunately, they're out of status. Their mother cannot care for them. How could I get them into legal status? I love your show.
How old are they?
They are 13 and 15, and she's grandma.
So what you would do, Grandma, is you would go to family court in the local county where you live, and you would get legal guardianship for these children. And as part of the legal guardianship process, you will ask a judge to make a special order in that guardianship saying it is not in these 2 children's best interest to be reunited with their mother or their father because of abuse, abandonment, or neglect. If you can prove that and get a family court judge to make that order, and family court guardianships only take a couple months, it's very, very fast. The children are now considered under the law abandoned in the United States. They're now being cared for by a guardian who happens to be their grandmother, but it could be anybody. And now they can apply for something called the Special Immigrant Juvenile Petition and get their green cards immediately. That would be the fastest way. So yes, there's something you can do. There's something you should do, and we can certainly help you do it.
All right, update from Groundhog Sam. 447 shares. You
so
guys
that
got
means,
this.
so now we're 253 short.
All right.
253 shares. You got 38 minutes to go.
All right.
This.
All right.
Simone Stevens has a question. How much money should you be making per year when doing an affidavit support for someone if you have a family of 1, 2, 3, or 4?
You go to Google, and you go to Google affidavit of support, which I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Poverty guidelines.
Okay.
For 2018.
Okay.
All right, because I don't remember exact numbers off the top of my head. I can give you an estimate though. And the first thing that pops up is HHS poverty guidelines for affidavit of support USCIS. Okay. And the purpose of the form, number of pages, where do you get the form? Here it is. Here's the form. So you click on the form, which is what I'm doing right now. And the question is what? 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yes.
Okay. 125% in the 48 states. For 2 people, it's $20,575. For 3 people, it is $25,975.
Okay.
For 4 people, it is $31,375. You got to be above those numbers.
All right.
Next.
So thorough, Brad.
Thank you.
We actually have a question that came in through Instagram.
Instagram question.
Instagram
What about a
question.
Twitter question?
We have had 0 Twitter questions so far. We are getting likes. We're getting some
likes.
retweets.
Okay.
But you
no
can
questions
ask your
yet.
questions with hashtag Bradshaw Live or just at Bradshaw Live. We will see both, family.
But a Instagram question.
But on Instagram, you
Was
can...
this live just now, an Instagram question?
No, he sent this morning.
Oh, okay.
D-Bay sent it
But he
this
says
morning.
he wants me to answer it on the air.
He sure did. He sent it to the at Bradshaw Live
Okay, fine.
Instagram account.
Okay.
And
What is
I can read. He said, after someone filed a form, an I-130, what's the next step when you're waiting for a response from USCIS?
To wait. You have to wait for the response. There's nothing to do except wait.
All right, Riza has a question. How can I get my sister over here to be a permanent resident too?
Well, you can,
Thanks.
You can file for her, but it'll be 12, 14 years. What you may want to do is have your sister speak to us and see what other options she has, or maybe you want to speak to us.
Roz Koki said, what type of form does somebody need to fill out for your U.S. citizenship after you've had 5 years living as an immigrant with a green card? There are so many forms online. I'm so overwhelmed. How much is the fee as well?
So who's sponsoring who?
It doesn't say how he got his green card.
And what does he want to know?
He wants to know how to after the 5 years is up, how does he turn his green card into citizenship?
Got it. N400 application, N as in Nancy or naturalization -400. You're going to pay $725. Broke it down for you very easily.
Very nicely done.
Thank you.
Samantha Hibbert asked, hi, my question is there any way for me to get a legal status here? I was brought here by my parents at the age of 11 from Jamaica. Now I'm 36 years old. I got married in 2009 to a U.S. citizen. I never got to file because we never had the money to file. As time passed, my husband got himself in some trouble with the law, and while going to try that situation, he became angry, miserable, and blamed me for his situation. Then he walked away from the marriage. We are still married to this day. I also was a DACA recipient, but it expired in December 2015, and I didn't have the money to renew. So is there any hope for me, please?
Well, it sounds there's a possibility. There's a VAWA. I don't know what he said. Got angry. What that means? We would have to explore that more. So maybe there's a Violence Against Women's Act claim, and you could apply for a green card based on abuse in a real marriage. Or if there was no violence, then you guys still talk and you want to get back together. You can do that. You can get divorced and find another way. Those would be your three options.
Carol would like to know, could a legal resident file for a spouse living in the U.S.?
Yes, and should. I-130 visa petition.
Mary Anderson asks, how many months does a citizen take to process?
It should take 6 months, but it's taking about... It should take 6 months, but it's taking about 10 or 11 now.
Catherine wants to know. Yeah, Catherine wants to know. A child is 21 years old and a citizen. Could he help his father get papers if his father has been in removal proceedings for the last 10 years?
Maybe, if he's 21 and a U.S. citizen.
He is 21.
Well, I've never heard of removal proceedings for 10 years. Maybe he was ordered deported, this father, already. So we would have to find out more.
Okay, Charlene Crooks asks, if your passport expires, can you send it in to USCIS with your paperwork?
Do not send expired passports in. Send photocopies of it.
Sean Bryan says, I've successfully adjusted my wife's status. What documents do I now need to adjust my stepdaughter's status? And also, will she get a permanent resident card since my marriage is almost 2 years old now?
Yes, she'll get a permanent resident card because by the time she gets her green card, your marriage will be over 2 years. You're going to file the same exact forms you did for your spouse. The I-45, the I-130, the I-864, the I-765. Same exact thing you did for your spouse, except now answer the questions for your stepdaughter. We're going to take one more question each.
Okay.
All right. DeChanel Perry says she's asking for a friend. She came to the U.S. on a J-1 teacher exchange program. Her contract just expired and she is now married. She has 30 days left to be in status. If she files before it expires, does she need a waiver?
If she has a 2-year home residence requirement, yes, and you can't file until you get that waiver. So step one is let's get the waiver first. And she should come and give us a call. And Belgium Kim.
BKT Guerrier says, I'm from Haiti. And that's how I know it's Guerrier, because he's from Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my residence card, and I'd like to know how much that's going to cost me to get it back and how long it's actually going to take for them to mail it to me.
What happened to his green card?
He said he lost it.
So you're going to do an I-90, and it'll take you, hopefully 3-4 months, they'll mail you a new one. Okay. By the way, Lisa Bling Rose.
Lisa Bling Rose?
Can't say it any better than this.
What'd she say?
Can the viewers that are asking the questions please like the Brad page, like Andre, for example, and help us to share, guys. We need to get 700 before the show done. Come on, everyone.
Yes.
That basically sums it up.
Man, we need to hire Lisa Bling on
That's right.
staff.
I mean, we're sitting here answering questions. The least Andre could do is like and follow the Brad Show and share it to his friends. I just gave him some free advice.
That is true. That is
right?
true. I don't think
Lisa
we ever say that. Like, for those that are asking these questions and aren't following the page, I mean, you kind of give and take. Just give us some love as well.
That's right.
Thanks, Lisa.
That's right. Get free immigration advice. You give us a free like.
Right. And a share.
Share.
Now, Jeff Bosey, not as eloquent, says, if you like the show, share. People. not as eloquent
shares.
as Lisa Bling Rose.
That's all good.
He's so sweet to the point, that Jeff Bosey.
Yes.
459 shares, guys. 459 shares.
Audlin in Baltimore, Maryland. Audlin. Audlin. B-A. Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
What's going on?
But I'd like to find out, how long does it take when you're a citizen to file for a family of 4?
Where's this family? What family are we talking about?
like my son, his wife, and 2 kids.
It's going to be about 12, 14 years, unfortunately, right now.
What?
Yeah. For married son or daughter of a U.S. citizen, it's 14-year wait. I was being nice at 12 because it's really closer to 14. File, because Trump's going to not allow it in the future. But if you get it in, my guess would be that those who are in will be grandfathered. Those who are not in will never be able to file for their children at some point. So do it.
Oh, that mercy. You know, from when I'm filing for him, from he was 21 years old.
How old is he now?
And no, he's soon be 45. September.
So when did
September
if you filed for him when he was 21, he should have his green card already. What happened?
No, but I wasn't a citizen yet at the time.
And then he got married. He got married before.
He got
then
married.
he screwed himself up.
He got married in 2000.
Yeah. And then when did you refile for him again? When did you
I
become a
refiled
citizen?
for him in 2009.
All right. So he has unfortunately about 3-4 more years of waiting.
Lord have mercy. Let us really know better.
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This so don't let you know this makes sense.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, that's nothing you can do about it. Okay. It's a long wait. It's a long wait. But I hear she likes watching the news and Bradshaw Live simultaneously. All right, hold on one second, Audlin. All right, but I can't. There's not more we can do there. You just got to wait it out.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. Devin in Bronx, New York. Devin.
Yes, Brad. Me have a question, Brad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, me have filed for my removal of condition, right?
Yes.
But my tax return, me never file until like 2 weeks ago. But they must have me now get the transcript. So I wonder if I could send the return in to USCIS until me get the transcript.
Wait until they ask you for it and then submit it in with the transcripts. Don't send it in just willy-nilly.
So we can't send the return without the transcript?
You can send the return. Don't send anything unless immigration asks you to do it. Once you filed your application, don't start sending, hey, here's some more documents. You got to wait for immigration to write you a letter. On that letter will be a barcode. That's how they're going to track the document, and then you'll send it back. Wait for them to ask for it.
Just send in the application or send in a document.
Your question is, maybe I'm misunderstanding. You filed your paperwork and you didn't submit the tax transcripts. You just submitted a tax return.
No, man, I don't file it yet. I just have a file to remove a condition on the 14th next month.
Okay.
So I wonder because I don't have the transcript yet, and I'm saying I've already until the next.
No, so if it's not the end of the world, just file with what you have right now. Get it in. They'll ask you for more documents down the line, and you'll hold on to it when you get the transcripts.
Okay.
Okay, David?
But we have one more question before you go, Brad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the part 7 when it's a petitioner statement. The petitioner is me or my wife.
Who you're getting the green card?
I have the 2-year condition.
Okay, your wife is the petitioner.
Oh, so there's a petitioner. My wife needs to go up on part 7.
Yes, she's the petitioner.
Oh, okay. All right, Brad. Thank you, man.
You're welcome. All right, let's go to Jose in Mexico City. Jose.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm sorry to bother you about that. I have a question. If I enter to the U.S. under a B1, B2 visa, and I want to marry to my fiancé, so I still have my I-94. When can I do that? Before 45 days or 60 days, or I can do it right away? So just want to know.
So what the law says is this: if you come to the United States with the intention of getting married, and you have a visitor's visa, and they know that at the border you will be turned around and deported, you could not come to the United States for purposes of getting married on a visitor's visa. That's not what the visitor's visa is for. That is not my rule. That's Donald Trump's rule. Okay? Now, if you come to the airport and you say, I'm coming to visit, they will say, welcome, Jose. You're welcome to the United States of America. Now, after 90 days, okay, if you get married, no problem. You changed your mind. You came to visit, and now 90 days went and came, you changed your mind, and you got a green card, and you can file for your green card. If you come to the airport and say, I'm coming to visit, and then 45 days later you get married, they're going to say misrepresentation, you lied. So the answer is, you're allowed to come to visit, if you do come to visit, you're allowed to change your mind after 90 days.
90 days. Okay,
Got
that was exactly how I was doing.
All right.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. Mudasi in Dallas, Georgia, or Texas, or Georgia. Mudasi. Madusi. Madusi. Try Madusi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Madusi.
Yes, hello?
What's going on? Are you in Dallas, Texas, or Dallas, Georgia?
Dallas, Georgia.
Wow, there's a Dallas, Georgia. Who knew? Where's that?
Yes, sir.
I guess in Georgia. Okay, what's your question?
My question is,
I'm listening.
okay, my question is, let's say I'm from Haiti and I lost my resident card. It's been like a couple weeks ago, and I didn't still no report. Cause
just file the
file the
I-90. File the I-90. Get a replacement green card. You'll have to pay for it. It's an I-90 form. You'll pay for it. You file it. You'll get a new green card. You don't have to file a police report.
Okay, so do you guys can help me with that to actually get it back?
Yep. Hold on. Yep, we can absolutely help you. Let's go to following up Medusi. We have Modu in New York, New York. Modu.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
I'm okay.
Okay, great. I'm okay too.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, good. So, thank you for helping people.
You're welcome.
I have a working permit since 1991.
Yes.
And somehow for 1991, I have it for 2008.
Right.
So 2008, and they were saying you have attempted to deny it, which was not true. Then I was having that working permit since 1991 to.
Why do you have a working
2008.
permit? Why do you have a working permit?
I have a LULAC, those LULAC CSS.
Okay, but they don't
That's
issue
what
that
I was
anymore.
buying.
They don't issue that anymore.
Huh?
That's over with the LULAC.
The over LULAC over.
You still get work permits from LULAC?
No.
Okay.
They denied it at 2008.
Right, because it's over with. So what is your question?
Yeah, that was my question. Well, what can I do now?
Okay, LULAC, just so you know, if you, I don't know what your situation was with LULAC, but LULAC was evolved out of a Supreme Court case that came from the 1980s from the Reagan amnesty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that doesn't, because you were part of LULAC and now that program's over, there was a way to get a green card through LULAC. That's over with. You're out of status. We've got to find a way to get your green card. I don't have the answer. Your question is, how do I get a green card? My answer to you is have a consultation. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
You're in New York, New York. You can certainly come see us. Sarah in Sacramento, California. Sarah.
Hi, this is Sarah.
How are you, Sarah?
I'm good. So I was trying to ask a question. I called your law firm 2 days ago. I'm in Sacramento, and I'm trying to file an asylum case for FGM, female genital mutilation, and I was wondering if your law firm would be able to represent me since I'm in Sacramento, California.
We represent people in all 50 states. We can do everything by phone, by email, and when it comes time to any hearing or interview, we will literally fly to California or any one of the 50 states and represent you. So the answer is yes, we can help. Hold on 1 second, okay? And we'll set you up with a consultation, and we're going to go to Annie in Orlando, Florida. Annie.
Hello.
Annie. Hi, Annie.
Hi, Mr. Brad. I have a question.
Yes.
I was entered here in 2006 as just an H-2B visa, and then I was out of the status now because I think the contract is.
Why don't you have status now? What happened?
I didn't return to the Philippines because I just pregnant that time.
Okay. And you were on a student visa, you said?
H-2B visa. And then
what visa?
H-2B visa.
Oh, H-2B. Okay. So that's a work visa.
Yeah, and now, and now I was living like in the United States almost 12 years.
Right.
And then I got a son, 10 years old. So just asking what
Well,
best thing to do.
the son can't help you because he's only 10. He has to be 21. Where's the father of the son?
He was born also in the Philippines, so it's not. Yeah.
All right, so you're out of status. You came on a temporary work visa. You overstayed your time. You and millions and millions of other people. You need a consultation. I don't have the magic answer for you. I'm out of status. Help me get a green card. Really, it requires a consultation. And I'm not saying this because I want you to have a consultation with me. If I can answer the question on the show, I'm happy to do it. The reason is because we have to find out so much about you. And then find out and then discuss what you may or may not be qualified for. And a lot of that is going to be personal and confidential, and you don't want to share it to the world. So
yeah, because the time I just asked for the free lawyer consultation too, from National Human Trafficking, because
you have not been human trafficked. You came on a work visa. And you overstayed your time.
No. The thing is, when I was pregnant, my employer wants me to send back on the Philippines, and then I just my aunt was kept me on other states.
So again, that you're going to need to have a consultation. So hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Hold on. All right, let's go to Tammy in Long Island, New York. Tammy.
Yes, hi. My question is, I filed for the removal of conditions for my husband.
Yes.
I recently tried to get him to register a car, but when we went to the DMV, they were saying that the temporary thing on his ID is not valid, but we do have the extension.
Yeah, so
the
that's wrong.
Extension.
That's wrong. They're violating your rights. He's in legal status. He has a green card. That's not true. And you showed him that letter?
Yes, we did, and he was like, that letter, we can't use that letter to remove it.
Of course you
can.
You
have to.
Of course you can. What was this in New York, in Long Island?
New York, yeah.
Okay, all right. So, the only thing did you try to, you can't register it online?
No, I did register it myself under my name, but they were telling him he can't do it.
All right, so the answer is you can. He's a permanent resident. I would go back and ask to speak to a supervisor.
He did take the letter and the green card and the driver's license to his supervisor, and he was like, "Oh, you can't use the letter."
Okay, well they don't know what they're doing at the motor vehicles. I mean, short of I don't think you want to hire a lawyer to go down to register a car, but the answer is that's wrong. Okay, he's in legal status. He's a permanent resident.
So that's what I said. He was like, "It's only for a year. We can't do it."
So what?
So I'm like,
it's until immigration says otherwise.
Okay, so what do you advise me to do next? Can I just go down there and with the letter and said we're changing?
Yeah, other than that, you need to hire a lawyer. Unfortunately, as silly as that sounds.
Yeah. Because we're still waiting for immigration to get back to us.
Right.
We already did the biometric.
Yeah, as silly as that sounds, maybe you need a lawyer. I have no idea to register a car. That's ridiculous. But other than me telling you they're wrong, go back and speak. Go to a different motor vehicle department. Go speak to a different clerk. Maybe you may go speak to a different manager. Maybe you get a different answer because you're right. They're wrong.
Yeah, because I'm like, this is crazy. Resident. I said, why can't he do it? He said he has an extension.
That's correct.
And he's going to tell him, oh, if you drive with your driver's license and the cop stops you,
that's not true.
You have to make sure you have your green card or drive with that letter.
That's not true. That's not true. Go find a different motor vehicle department.
Okay.
Drive somewhere else first. That's what I would do. Go to a different office. All right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's go to Sarah in Miami, Florida. Sarah.
Hello.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi. Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
So I got my citizenship through adoption, and my biological mother, I want to know if I can file for my biological mother if I got my citizenship through adoption.
Well, you got your green card through adoption, and then you became a citizen.
No, I didn't have a green card. I never got a green card because
you went
under 16.
Got it. So the answer is unfortunately no. Once you get adopted for immigration purposes, that breaks the legal bond between you and your mother to file for her. So you can't do that. Your mother would have to find her own way.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Sorry about that.
Okay.
All right. So where are we at with the sharing here? What's going on?
All right.
It's been a tight race.
It's a tight race because we only have about 15 minutes to go.
Yeah, and if they don't get it, they're going to be real close. We're at 5:03 right now.
5:03 right now. They have 197 to go.
It's
Okay, so at 197 more shares.
Right.
Okay, we will
with
tomorrow.
132 people watching right now.
Right, we will. So that means every person watching shares once, and maybe a few people share twice.
Right.
And then we have reached 700 shares.
Yeah.
And at 700 shares, Groundhog Sam tomorrow will be giving away 50 of his T-shirts, Groundhog Sam T-shirts.
Yes.
And the way we're going to do it is we're going to have a quiz. And it's not going to be I'm answering the questions, because for once in our life, you're going to be answering the questions, not me, you. But we got to get to 700 shares. And the people who answer the questions get the T-shirts. That's simple. Yonathan?
Yes.
This is easy. This
Is that easy?
very easy to me.
Everybody at least one share right now. Just at least right now.
Because then you break 600. The rest is easy.
It's
You
just gonna
got
roll.
the rest. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You get another 30 people in who've never even seen the show.
There you go.
They share. That's it.
It's 134 people watching right now. You guys got this.
You
guys
know some
got
friends.
this.
So any event, while people are sharing.
Yeah. What are we giving them?
We sent, what are we giving them?
Yeah.
We're giving them Jilly Bean. That's what we're giving them. All right?
Oh.
So we sent our executive producer, Jilly Bean. Everyone always wants to know who Jilly Bean is.
Right.
So we finally decided to put her in front of the camera.
Yeah, peek behind the
All
curtain.
right? And we sent her on Sunday to India Day.
India Day?
India Day in New Jersey. It's a
Nice.
summer family festival in Lake Pompano, at Lake Pompano in Edison, New Jersey.
Yeah.
And she went to check out what's happening at India Day. I am sure she ate a lot of curry, right? You would think there would be curry and
I
spices
think
there.
it's going to be some good food.
I think you think some good food there.
Heck yeah.
You like Indian food?
I love Indian
What's your
food.
favorite dish, Indian dish?
I like the mansala, chicken mansala.
Chicken marsala.
A little chicken tikka.
Isn't that
marsala.
Italian chicken marsala?
No, it's tikka mansala,
Oh,
right?
tikka marsala. Oh, I thought you said chicken marsala.
No, chicken. tikka mansala.
Tikka mansala.
The spicy one.
Spicy one.
Yeah.
With the
Clears
little
your
cucumber
sinuses?
salad.
Do you need some water and beer next to you?
And the garlic kind of bread.
Oh yeah, garlic naan. Yeah, lamb curry. Oh.
I don't really mess with
yeah.
lamb.
Yellow curry. Oh, I will.
That sounds amazing.
I'm hungry. Can we go eat?
Right. Can we?
No, you've got to work another 10 minutes.
Okay.
Let's watch Jilly Bean.
Hey, Brad Squad, it's Jilly Bean. Yes, I have stepped from my usual position behind the camera to in front of it because we have a lot going on today in the New York tri-state area, and both Belgium Kim and Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias are on assignment elsewhere. So I'm out in Edison, New Jersey at Lake Papani to cover the first annual India Day summer family event. The purpose of this event is to preserve the culture, heritage, tradition, and language of India, to make sure the history of the Indian traditions and culture is passed down to the younger generations as well as the community at large. This is an incredible event. There's food, dancing, traditional and beautiful, clothing, jewelry, home accessories, even skincare. And most exciting, big Bollywood stars are here today. So come on, Brad Squad, let's go check this out. With Dinashri and Bayom, who are here today, of course, enjoying the India Day Festival. Dinashri, what brings you and your family to the festival today?
Actually, it's a first-time summer festival for Edison public, and one of our friends is the organizer. So it's a lot of fun, lot of music, Punjabi, Bhangra, and food and all. Everybody's enjoying it.
Good way of getting together to bring my parents. They can enjoy as well. It's a free event, which is you don't see quite quite that often. And it's just a way to just have a fun picnic just together with the family.
And stay connected with the culture, which everybody wants, right? So
Right.
that's a big thing for me.
I'm here with members of the dance group Versa, who were incredible today on stage, showing us their moves. What does this day mean to you?
It's great for our culture. We're just showcasing what we practice so hard for. We're a folk dance group, and we present ourselves to others like us that want have fun and dance.
This platform, I think I can display my native lands, my India's culture here. I can show them. There are lots of people from different diversity of the state or country. Here I'm displaying my culture, my dance form, so that they can get to know this.
We came from our city that's called Jersey City. Locally, we made a food in Gurdwara. Then we came here. We are serving a food to all the people free, and it's just to showcase that yes, we really dedicated to our culture, to our people, and we help them, and so that they can actually know about us, feel good about us, and if there is any doubt, they can come to us, they can talk to us, and all these things.
We respect our culture, so we really want to celebrate and let people know that we're here.
Tell us a little bit about the dance that you did today.
Today I did a dance called Moksha. Means salutation to God. You can say Lady God or Goddess. We can say salutation that okay, she has given us the platform, she has given the mother nature. It basically gives you the emotion, the grace. It's a graceful dance of India.
You guys put a more modern twist on this folk dancing, is that correct?
Right, because back in the day, there was no music to it. It's called dol. So we would just dance to that. It's a drum. And we would just dance to that. And there would be a singer, live singer, singing. So now as it progressed, we just mixed together songs, and we had English songs and whatnot so the crowd could interact more. So we just mix it up.
And in this way, I assume that you get other young people like yourselves to be more involved in the traditional culture.
There's a bunch of us. There's a group of us. And then, as you stated before, we have our own academy where we're recruiting children, adults of any age, male or female, and we're just trying to teach everyone what we love. And this dance originated in India, Punjab. Every move we do, it has to do with certain plants. One of the moves we do is this. It's called Fasala.
Were you born in America or were you born in India?
So I'm from North India, Chandigarh, which is close to New Delhi.
And I'm from Central India, which is Madhya Pradesh, Central State.
I moved when I was 12. I was in middle school, 7th grade. So, yeah,
with your parents?
With my parents, with the whole family, even my grandma at that time.
And why did your parents decide to move to America?
My uncle was here, his sister was here. They were sponsored back in the 80s, but they decided to come after my grandpa's passing.
Are you originally from India?
Yes, I'm from India, and I'm born and brought up in Odisha, from where the dance origins.
And when did you come to America?
Actually, this is my second trip. First time I came in 2013, then I went back, then again come back in 2015. My husband is working here.
I moved in 2010 for work. I've been working here for the last 8 years now. And then I met her, and then we started a family together. So.
You moved here from India for work, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm here for work from India.
And what part of India do you come from?
I came from Delhi. Delhi is capital of India.
I'm born in India, but the last 23 years I'm here. Yeah, I'm always New York, but recently I moved to Indianapolis a year and a half ago. We bought a business over there.
I am from India. I came here around 11 years back, and I'm liking it. Yeah.
Did you come for school, work?
My husband came here, and afterwards I joined him, and I'm really liking it here.
New York gave me a lot. Who I am today because of New York. Yeah, New York, the great city. Love from heart. Yeah.
Do you go back and visit your home country?
Yeah, every year, 2 times, 1, 2, mostly, yeah. But every month I come here, New York, back in every month since 18 months. Sometimes once or twice I'll be back in New York and New Jersey because this is my hometown. Everybody, we know each other. 22 years we spent it.
Do you think that Americans have some misconceptions about Indian culture?
I think they still have lack of awareness. If a family has Indian friends as a couple or, they hang out with, they're more open to, you know, immigrants, or open to being, just having different variety of friends. But if they're never been outside of their small social circle, they're not aware of, and they tend to criticize, they tend to look downwards on the other people.
They're a lot like Americans. They do a lot of the same things.
A different variety, I mean, different cultures blend together. Just like in USA, we can see several different, I mean, it's all people all around the world are here. But even in India, a small part of India depicts something different culture, and all the cultures live together very happily. So this is one of the examples of the same culture here.
A year after we came, the 9/11 happened. We did had like some military kids throw stones at our house. You know, we did go through a difficult part of our life during that time, but you know, we stood our ground. It's the same as, like, you know, why a African might wear a turban, or why a Muslim might wear a turban. It's how he was raised, how he was, you know, grew up, just having his morning routine.
Do you think, and maybe you don't, but do you think that Americans have misconceptions about Indians and the Indian culture?
It is so. Sometimes it happens, we are not thinking the way we are describing the situations. Things are shown in a different manner, which actually it is. And what I feel is like they have a different opinion, but if you know, if the most of the people who work here, they're working, they're paying their tax, and they are actually contributing to the economy, right? So it's bad to say that they are doing bad, wrong, or whatever it is, but I personally feel that they are really doing well, and they make the things to a next level.
Do you guys have an American dream, and if so, what is it?
I would say my American dream is basically, I don't want to be too wealthy, I don't really care. I just want to live an average life. I want to bring home some money to my parents, because my parents are the one who raised me. They gave me everything, you know, they came from India here just so we could have a better life. So I just want them to have a good life, and I want to be able to take care of them.
America is a really diverse place, rich in culture, and I hope it stays the same forever.
When I take my daughter to school, I find an American lady is asking for money. So that I want to do something for her. I have a idea that how can I help her. I want to really help her so that she will not ask money like to everybody. That's the thing. That's my little dream I have. Let's see when it is fulfilled.
I don't have an American dream, but I do have a dream for America. It's just for equality and everybody to be in peace and everybody to treat others as they want to be treated. And yeah, treat everyone equal.
My American dream is to become an NYPD and do well in future and make my parents proud.
My dream is already here. We own hotels, we own restaurants, you know, what else you need? I'm good, thank to God, yeah.
Let this diversity be as it is, and still they have their own standing there. And USA is all about that. Everybody live happily and culturally rich, at the same time exploring their dreams and getting them.
Enjoy life, have fun, you know, live your life to the fullest, and you know, not having to worry about day-to-day problems that just keep on going on.
I do have a dream, and that's the reason I left my family in India. Came here to get some good money so they can have a good life in India. I have a kid who is actually studying in India, so that's what I feel. If I got settled down, I want my family to be here. I will live with them, enjoy this beauty. It's beautiful. This place is beautiful, and maybe God fulfill my dream or not. That I don't know, but I'm trying my best.
You have a free, you know, liberal society where everybody respects everybody and has a life together, right? Has a society together. That's what American dream is for me.
Wow, what an incredible day we had here at the India Day Summer Family Festival in Edison, New Jersey. We heard incredible music, we danced, we ate delicious food, we met incredible people. Until next time, guys, I'm out.
Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear Brad? His mic is off.
No one can hear Brad. Hold on.
Brad, talk.
I'm gonna
dead?
sacrifice myself.
Oh, he's dead. It's dead. But anyways, guys, all right, so listen, we are less than 100 shares away. All right, so this means right now, while Brad's mic is getting fixed, what you're gonna do right now is share at least one time. There's 110 people watching. What you have to do is look at the bottom right-hand side of your of the screen and share it. There's an arrow pointing to the right-hand side. Share it to a page that you have not shared it to yet, so we can make sure that Facebook counts it. And then you guys are going to get a chance to win a Groundhog Sam shirt. That Groundhog is actually designing right now, because he didn't even think that you guys were going to do this.
Meanwhile, Dionne Watson, I'm so sorry. It's 7:30. But Dionne Watson said, "Hey, Brad, you got to give us to at least 7:40,
yes, right,
because you started at 5:40." So, Dionne, we're going to give everybody a chance to win the T-shirts tomorrow.
So share right now.
If we get to 700 shares. Belgium Kim, can we get an exact number at this very moment?
At this exact precise moment, I just refreshed it. We are at 654 shares.
All right, so we have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes. 10 minutes and 9 minutes now.
9 minutes.
No, Branding at 7:40.
Come on,
to get
guys.
46 shares.
You guys got this.
In the next 9 minutes, we are going to be answering 15 social media questions that were left during our India segment. And we're going to be answering them right now. And then we will count the shares.
The final count.
The final count.
You guys got
And
this.
if we get to 700, not 698.
Oh, Lord.
Not 6. This is 700 shares.
By the end of the show.
By the end of the show.
It doesn't matter what the
when
number
the credits
is tomorrow.
end. Correct.
Y'all got me biting my nails.
All right, it's going to be a nail biter. It's a nail biter. All right, let's go to our first social media check-in. Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias.
All right, Carol, I'm going to go slow for you guys, all right? Carol
The answer's yes,
Burrell. See, Brad doesn't want to send this.
You know who pays it. Groundhog Sam provides it. Brad pays for it. That's right.
All right, Carol asks, can a legal resident file for a spouse living in the U.S.?
Yes, and it's you file an I-130. If the spouse overstayed, you'll do a provisional waiver, but absolutely you should be doing it. And by the way, who just asked that question?
Carol Holt Burrell.
Meanwhile, if Carol Holt Burrell would share this to one person, right? Each person who shares their, who asked the question, should at least share it to one or two people.
Yes.
Right. That you would hit 700.
Yes.
Right. And you just got a free advice.
Right. I'm not surprised, though. I knew you guys could do this, all right?
They haven't done anything yet.
You guys got this.
You guys got this.
All right, let's go.
714
shares! Where did that come from?
Yes!
Where did that come from?
That was so fast.
That was so fast.
That was one question.
That was one question.
Millie Rock for y'all.
Oh my God, I was about to curse.
Hey. I'll do it for you. Hell, no, I'm just playing.
Right, Paul Kush said 703 shares.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Brad Squad. I knew you were going to do it. The only reason I did. The only reason I said that you couldn't do it was just to encourage you because, right, did I say they could absolutely do it? I said if they hit 500 before we got to the end, I said they could absolutely do 700 shares.
You guys got
You guys,
that.
congratulations.
Y'all deserve
Tomorrow
that.
we're going to be giving away 50 T-shirts designed by Groundhog Sam. We're going to quiz it up tomorrow during our schmooze. So please make sure you watch tomorrow right on time because after we say hello to the entire Brad Squad tomorrow, we're going to start our quiz. And our quiz is going to be giving away 50 T-shirts. And that quiz, I'm not answering anything. I'm going to be answering the questions, and I'm going to expect you to know the answers. It's about time that I start getting some answers back instead of me giving all the answers. So tomorrow, Brad Squad, you're going to be giving us the answers. And if you get the answers right, free T-shirt for you from Groundhog Sam, but only to the 50 people, the first 50 people. So
I'm
with
so
that
proud of y'all.
said, so what are you giving me here? You need more batteries. Batteries. Look at this. Batteries. Here you go. All right. Patrice just walks in and goes, here's your goddamn batteries.
Here, I can ask the next question.
Go ask the next question.
All right. So we got one from Dolly. Hi, Brad. If someone came here illegally and was deported and came back and is still illegal and now married to a U.S. citizen, what would the outcome be?
They would get put in jail by Donald Trump. Okay? Once you come back to the United States after a prior order of deportation without permission, it's a huge, huge problem. Now, that doesn't mean don't do nothing. I'm just saying you are risking jail time. Come see me. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200 if this was a Monopoly game. Come right to Broadway, 225. Is there a Broadway on...
There is.
There's a Broadway on Monopoly, right?
There is.
Yes.
Right before Go, actually.
Right before Go. Broadway's the most expensive.
It's the most expensive
It's close
one.
to Park Place.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. And
Which
Park
we
Place
are.
is right next.
Snap.
Yeah.
So it's actual like.
No,
the
it's
actual
Atlantic
New York-
City. It's Atlantic City.
Oh, I was
is
about
it
to
really?
say.
Yeah, it's Atlantic
Oh,
City.
because we're Broadway and Park.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
woo.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next.
We've got a question from London, and
Aha
London wants to know,
moment.
when you change your address by mail or online, does the USCIS send you a notification letter to say that they got the change of address?
They should, yes.
All right, Michelle Blake says, hi, I wrote to you before my case, maybe class, I don't know, or case. I am in removal because of first marriage case that I abandoned. Did the interview got 130 approved, but with the approved, I-130, with the approved I-130, my case was administratively
closed.
Got you. By the judge. My lawyer recalendared with judge and got a date for master hearing. What will happen at court? Because she said she filed to terminate and recalendar and didn't terminate the case. So what will happen now? P.S. I'm married to a U.S. citizen and filed all the docs with USCIS.
If your I-130 is approved, that means they approved the marriage. You should be able to adjust your status. If your attorney did it properly, you'll get a court hearing, and the judge will terminate your proceedings, and then you'll be able to freely adjust your status. Got tongue-tied there a second.
Yeah, I did too.
Yes.
It's
a long show.
It's a long show just for y'all.
The begging for the 700 shares takes a lot out of you.
Right.
It's exhausting.
It's exhausting.
Oh, you're out of coffee?
I'm out of coffee.
I'm out of water.
Where's my coffee?
Right, where's my coffee?
Where's my coffee? I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker. Where's my coffee?
But I love it when you pretend to have a New York
Right.
accent, like you don't actually have one.
I don't actually have one. I have a Long Island accent.
That's in
No,
New
Long
York?
Island. Where's my coffee? Long Island. That's different than where's my coffee?
What is coffee?
One
like
sounds
Brooklyn?
like it's just
Brooklyn
deeper
sounds
than the
deeper.
other.
Yeah, where's my coffee?
Coffee.
We've got a question from Reginald Amata, and Reginald says, if you're married to a U.S. citizen and 3 years have passed since you were arrested, your case was dismissed and sealed, could they still use your arrest against you for citizenship?
Yes, because you have 5 years good moral character. Now, one arrest within the 5 years was dismissed and sealed shouldn't be an issue, though.
All right, Anna Mark has a question. If you are a H-2B visa and expired almost a year ago, and she has a son, I guess this is asking for a friend. She has a son that's 10 years old, was born in the United States. What's the best thing to do?
I think she called on the phone.
Okay.
Right, and I said she would need a consultation.
Got you.
That was the woman who overstayed on an H-2B visa from the Philippines.
Yes.
See, I remember all the questions.
Yeah, you're good.
You are immigration Rain Man.
Because I drank a lot of coffee today.
Right.
Coffee.
I drank some coffee.
Say because.
Because.
It makes me giggle every time.
Because.
Sharon says, hi Brad, I'm asking for a friend. She's got a visitor's visa, but she wants to know if her sister could file for her.
Yes, but she's going to wait 14 years and don't overstay on your visa.
All right, Mark Smith has a question. If a company files I-765 for you, does it adjust your status on a visiting visa?
A company file an I-765 for you?
Yeah.
An I-485 for you? A company, you need a job sponsorship first. You need to get a labor certification, an I-140. The I-765 is a work permit. A company just can't file an I-765 for a work permit. So I'm not sure what this man is asking, or woman.
Got you.
No matter what, Just Be You wants to know. I've got a friend who's married to a U.S. citizen, and she needs to know if he can file for her because he doesn't have a citizenship certificate, just his passport, because he came here when he was 17 and got his citizenship under his parents. Could he file for her without a citizenship certificate?
If he has a U.S. passport, he's a U.S. citizen. Go file. Jeff Bosie calling me the immigration Rain Man.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
You are.
You are immigration
You are
Rain
that.
Man. That's exactly what you are.
No, I'm not, because he was an idiot savant. Okay, I know many things about many areas of law, and I'm far from an idiot, but I may be a savant.
Right. I think it's the savant part that when I call people a Rain Man, it's the savant part. It's there are 1,862 pending U visa
Yes,
cases.
Right, Rayman kept going, coffee. I don't know. He was repeating the same word every day.
All right. Sid Abbas Bellum says, I filed a I-485 since June 2018, but before when I checked online, it said, we will send you a letter for the interview, and only this one show when I tried to check. At this time, USCIS cannot provide you with information for your case. Please contact the USCIS contact center.
All right,
so what's this? Basically, he wants to know what's this mean.
It means that the computer system screwed up for your case. They have no idea what's going on. You should go down to the local office, find out, or contact a good lawyer. Belgium Kim.
That's all we got.
That's all we have.
Yeah.
Okay, now a final share count.
I mean, they got it.
This is the end of the show.
Yeah.
What is the final number? This will be our record.
717 shares.
700.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Pass with
to
flying
all
colors.
of the Brad Squad. That means tomorrow we're going to be giving away 50 Groundhog Sam t-shirts. We're going to have a quiz. I'm going to be asking you the questions, and if you got the answers, you may very well win a Groundhog Sam t-shirt courtesy of Brad Show Live. Tune in tomorrow because we're going to be doing our quiz right at the top of our show after we say hello to the entire Brad Squad.
When we get them, can we wear them? Can the correspondents wear them?
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
Yes,
so we'll
you
wear
can.
them. We'll model them for
Yes,
y'all.
you can.
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
yes. I didn't know we got a shirt.
It's gonna be fun.
All right, so
Okay.
what do we got? Comments of the day.
Comment of the day, we got one. It's from Abigail. She said, I'm in need of this shirt, guys, or else I'll feel naked for the rest of June.
Oh.
All right, so she did it.
So she's only wearing her Groundhog Sam shirt.
She did it. She did it. Well, thanks, everybody. Thanks for all the sharing. Thanks for caring, because sharing is caring.
Yes.
Happy Hump Day. It's Wednesday. We'll see you back live tomorrow. Thanks for watching. So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465.